South Georgia Island, a remote and unforgiving landscape. In this desolate beauty, a chilling reminder of the past remains. Hektor whaling station stands as a ghost of a bygone industry. Once a bustling hub of activity, it is now a decaying monument to the whaling era. The station's skeletal structures tell a story. It is a story of human ambition. It is a story of the devastating consequences of greed. Most importantly, it is a story about the magnificent creatures that were hunted to the brink. The history of Hektor Whaling Station is intertwined with the history of whaling itself. It is a dark chapter in human history. It is a chapter that we must remember. We must learn from the mistakes of the past. Only then can we protect the future of these incredible animals. South Georgia Island was once a center of the whaling world. Its waters teemed with whales. These were not just any whales. They were the largest creatures on Earth. They were a source of immense wealth for those who dared to hunt them. The island's strategic location made it an ideal base for whaling operations. Whalers were drawn to the rich feeding grounds. They flocked to the island in the early 20th century. They established numerous whaling stations along its shores. Among these was Hektor Whaling Station. It was one of the largest and most successful stations on the island. Its story is a microcosm of the rise and fall of the whaling industry in South Georgia. Hektor Whaling Station was established in the early 1900s. It was named after the Norwegian whaling company that built it. The station was a marvel of industrial engineering for its time. It was equipped with the latest technology for processing whales. The station consisted of a complex network of buildings and infrastructure. There were slipways for hauling whales ashore. There were flensing platforms for stripping them of their blubber. Massive rendering tanks transformed the blubber into valuable oil. Today, the ruins of Hektor stand as a testament to the scale of the whaling industry. Rusty machinery and crumbling buildings evoke a sense of eerie silence. It is a silence that speaks volumes about the consequences of unchecked exploitation. The process of whaling was brutal and efficient. Whalers would set out from the station in small, fast boats. They carried harpoons tipped with explosive grenades. Their targets were the massive whales that inhabited the surrounding waters. Once a whale was harpooned, it was dragged back to the station. There it was winched onto the flensing platform. Workers would then use long knives and hooks to strip away the whale's blubber. The blubber was then boiled down in the rendering tanks to extract the oil. Every part of the whale was used. The oil was the most valuable product. It was used for lighting, lubrication, and even margarine. The bones were ground into fertilizer. The meat was often used for animal feed. Section 5. The end of an era. Hektor's decline. The golden age of whaling in South Georgia was short-lived. By the mid-20th century, the whaling industry was in decline. Several factors contributed to this decline. Overhunting was a major factor. The development of factory ships was another factor. These ships could process whales at sea. This eliminated the need for land-based stations like Hektor. The market for whale oil also declined as petroleum-based products became more readily available. Hektor Whaling Station finally closed its doors in the 1960s. It was abandoned to the elements. It stands today as a haunting reminder of the devastating consequences of human greed. Section 6. The Silent Giants Whales of South Georgia. The waters around South Georgia were once home to a rich diversity of whale species. Among them were the mighty blue whales. These were the largest animals ever to have lived on Earth. Humpback whales were also abundant. They were known for their haunting songs and acrobatic displays. Sperm whales were another common sight. They were prized for the spermaceti oil found in their massive heads. These whales were hunted relentlessly. Their populations were decimated by the whaling industry. The decline of these whales had a profound impact on the marine ecosystem. It is a reminder of the delicate balance of nature. It is a reminder of the importance of protecting our oceans. Section 7. The Aftermath, a sea of change. The legacy of whaling in South Georgia is complex and multifaceted. The industry had a devastating impact on whale populations. It also left an indelible mark on the island's landscape and history. Today, the ruins of whaling stations like Hektor serve as a stark reminder of the consequences of unchecked exploitation. They are also a testament to the resilience of nature. Whale populations are slowly recovering after decades of protection. The story of whaling in South Georgia is a cautionary tale. It is a story that highlights the importance of conservation. It is a story that reminds us of the interconnectedness of all living things. Section 8. Echoes of the Past, Remembering Hektor. The ruins of Hektor Whaling Station are now a popular tourist destination. Visitors from around the world come to see this eerie and thought-provoking site. They come to learn about the history of whaling. They come to pay their respects to the whales that were killed here. The station is also a valuable site for scientific research. Scientists are studying the impact of whaling on whale populations. They're also studying the long-term environmental consequences of the whaling industry. Hektor Whaling Station is a reminder of the past. It is also a symbol of hope for the future. It is a symbol of the importance of conservation. It is a reminder of our responsibility to protect our planet. Section 9. A New Dawn, Conservation and Recovery. The story of whaling in South Georgia does not end with the closure of Hektor Whaling Station. It is a story of recovery and renewal. Thanks to international conservation efforts, many whale populations are slowly rebounding. The waters around South Georgia are once again teeming with life. Humpback whales are a common sight. They breach the surface, their massive bodies dwarfing the nearby boats. Even the endangered blue whale has been spotted in these waters. The recovery of these whale populations is a testament to the power of conservation. It is a beacon of hope for the future of our oceans. It is a reminder that we can change our ways and protect the natural world for generations to come.